The future of filmmaking is officially here, and it is faster than you ever imagined. Amazon Web Services, Wonder Project, and Luma have just launched Innovative Dreams, a groundbreaking production company that is set to change everything we know about cinema. Led by CEO John Irwin, this team is pioneering real-time hybrid filmmaking, a bold new method that merges performance capture, virtual production, and Gen AI to eliminate the gap between a creative idea and the final pixel on screen.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Witness the power of this technology in the upcoming special, The Old Stories Moses, which features Academy Award winner Ben Kingsley and Emmy nominee O.T. Fagbenle working within this fully immersive digital environment. By letting actors react to evolving virtual worlds in real time, Innovative Dreams is shortening the distance from production to post while giving creators the freedom to take massive swings. It is a massive win for the industry and a clear sign that Hollywood is leveling up its creative game. But that is not the only massive deal shaking up the tech world right now. Meta has officially entered a massive agreement with Amazon Web Services to deploy tens of millions of Graviton processor cores to scale its ambitious AI roadmap. By choosing Oz and their custom in-house silicon, Meta is making a strategic play to power its next generation of agentic AI systems that require heavy CPU lifting for complex reasoning and real-time code generation. This move to Graviton cores allows Meta to diversify its massive compute fleet while leveraging the high-speed performance of the 3-nanometer Graviton 5 chips. From advanced virtual production to the backbone of global AI infrastructure, the industry is moving at lightning speed, and you do not want to be left behind. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another update on the latest in tech and entertainment. What if you could erase the line between shooting a movie and watching the final cut? Imagine an actor standing on a soundstage, seeing the digital world around them react in real time, with zero lag between their performance and the final pixel. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi blockbuster. It's the reality of a massive shift in Hollywood. Oz, the production house Wonder Project, and the AI pioneers at Luma have just officially launched Innovative Dreams, a new production company designed to change how movies are made forever. Founded by John Irwin, Innovative Dreams is banking on something they call real-time hybrid filmmaking. Think of this as the ultimate fusion: performance capture, virtual production, and high-end VFX, all accelerated by generative AI. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this just another way to cut human artists out of the loop? Well, the founders claim it's actually the opposite. They're arguing that by automating the tedious tech hurdles, they're giving filmmakers more time to focus on what actually matters: the human performance. By using generative AI for everything from initial concepting to post-production, they've managed to shorten the distance between an idea and the screen. The first project out of the gate is The Old Stories Moses, starring heavy hitters like Ben Kingsley and O.T. Fagbenle. It was shot entirely on a virtual stage, proving that this isn't just theoretical, it's production-ready. They're even setting up a massive R&D lab at the MBS Media Campus in Los Angeles to not just build these tools, but to train the next generation of filmmakers on how to use them. It's a bold bet on the future of California's film industry. Kelly Merriman Hoogstraten, the CEO of Wonder Project, puts it best. This is the next big shift, comparable to the rise of streaming or the creator economy. They aren't just making a movie, they are building the infrastructure for the next decade of storytelling. But here is the big question for you. Does adding this much AI to the set make the final product feel more magical, or does it risk losing that human touch we all crave in cinema? Let me know your take in the comments below. If you want to keep up with how technology is reinventing the stories we love, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're just scratching the surface of what's possible. What happens when a tech titan like Meta decides it needs more horsepower than its own massive data centers can provide? You get a CPU land grab that is shaking the entire industry. Meta has just announced a massive deal to secure tens of millions of AWS Graviton ARM cores, and it is a move that tells us exactly where the wind is blowing. We are talking about a scale of infrastructure that goes way beyond just buying chips. Meta is essentially leasing the backbone of the cloud to fuel its relentless pursuit of AI dominance. The numbers here are staggering. We are looking at a deployment starting with tens of millions of Graviton cores, with an open door to expand as Meta's generative AI capabilities continue to skyrocket. And here is the kicker. This isn't just about hardware. Meta is leaning heavily into AWS Bedrock, making them one of the biggest customers for AWS's generative AI stack. By choosing to have Oz host this infrastructure, Meta is offloading the complexity of cooling, networking, and power management to Amazon, allowing them to focus entirely on scaling their agentic AI workloads. Now, the big question on everyone's mind. Does this spell trouble for the incumbents, Intel and AMD? While some might jump to the conclusion that ARM is eating everyone's lunch, I think it's more nuanced. This isn't necessarily a death knell for x86. Rather, it is a sign that the appetite for compute is currently bottomless. Big tech is in a resource arms race, and they are locking in capacity wherever they can find it. Whether it is Graviton, Turin, or Xeon, the name of the game is availability. Ultimately, this deal is a massive win for the ARM ecosystem and a brilliant strategic pivot for Meta. They are betting big on efficiency and cloud-scale infrastructure to stay ahead of the pack. If you found this dive into the hardware wars interesting, smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the tech that powers our future. What do you think? Is the cloud finally moving away from traditional x86 powerhouses for good? Or is this just a tactical move in a much longer game? Let me know in the comments below. What if the secret to building the world's most powerful AI wasn't just bigger GPUs, but a massive, silent shift happening right under our noses in the CPU world? Meta just dropped a bombshell, announcing a multi-year deal to deploy tens of millions of Amazon's custom Graviton 5 chips. This isn't just a routine upgrade. It is a strategic masterstroke that signals a major pivot away from the traditional x86 dominance of Intel and AMD. While we often obsess over the raw power of NVIDIA GPUs for training AI, the truth is that the heavy lifting, the software frameworks, the agentic deployments, and the orchestration still relies heavily on the CPU. By moving to Graviton 5, Meta is tapping into 192 ARM-based Neoverse V3 cores that promise a 25% performance boost over the previous generation. But here is the real kicker. This is part of a calculated diversification strategy. We have already seen Meta testing NVIDIA's Grace and Vera chips, plus their own branded AGI silicon designed in collaboration with ARM. It feels like Meta is essentially hedging its bets, using AWS as a massive sandbox to refine their workflows before bringing them onto their own proprietary hardware later this year. This mirrors a broader trend across the industry, from Google's move to Axion chips to AWS ditching Intel for its Trainium systems. The writing is on the wall for x86 architectures. Experts now predict that by 2029, ARM-based CPUs will command a staggering 90% of the AI server market. The dominance of traditional chip makers is slipping away in favor of specialized, efficient, ARM-based designs. It's a bold new era for cloud infrastructure where, for the first time in decades, the old guard is being left in the rearview mirror. What do you think? Is this the beginning of the end for the x86 era, or will Intel and AMD find a way to strike back? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the tech shaping our future, and remember, in the world of silicon, the biggest gamble is standing still. What if your AI didn't just talk, but actually took action? That is the promise of agentic AI, and Meta just made a massive move to bring that future to life. Meta has officially inked a deal with Amazon Web Services to deploy tens of millions of Graviton processor cores, signaling a major shift in how the tech giant powers its next-gen AI. We all know that GPUs get the glory for training massive language models, but there is a hidden bottleneck in the AI world: Inference. When you want an AI to think, plan, and execute multi-step tasks like writing code or searching the web in real time, you need serious CPU power. That is where Amazon's custom-designed Graviton 5 chips come in. With 192 cores and a cache 5 times larger than its predecessor, these chips are engineered to handle the heavy lifting that GPUs aren't optimized for. It is fascinating to see this collaboration. Meta's head of infrastructure, Santosh Janardhan, put it perfectly. Diversifying compute sources is now a strategic necessity. By offloading these CPU-intensive workloads to AWS's Nitro system, Meta gains the efficiency and low-latency communication needed to scale agentic AI to billions of users without the performance trade-offs we have seen in the past. This isn't just a hardware purchase. It is a fundamental shift in the AI infrastructure stack. It shows that as AI evolves from a chatbot into a digital worker, our hardware needs to evolve right alongside it. What do you think? Are we entering the age of the autonomous AI agent, or is the hardware industry finally catching up to the hype? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the tech that's changing our world. After all, in the race for AI supremacy, the battle is being won on the server room floor.